First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody out in this crowd. Y'all looking good tonight.
That's what I would say. I think I'll say something better. I think we encourage him to do that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
He fucks with it for real.
Yeah.
Hey, even his whole team, shout out to his whole team. They treat nigga like family still to this day.
Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
He randomly, I remember like yesterday, he randomly FaceTimes me on a Monday afternoon, like 1 p.m. And I had been waking up late around that time, and I just told myself, all right, you gotta get up early. You know, in the morning, it's a lot to get done, and I was up that day, and Q never FaceTime me. Maybe a dry text, but never FaceTimes me.
Girl, you ever watch someone get the biggest opportunity of their life and then fumble it like it's a greasy chicken wing? Well, buckle up, because when Kendrick Lamar dropped GNX, it wasn't just an album. It was a cosign from the rap gods. He handed the mic to rising West Coast talent, boosted careers overnight, and made the industry stop and pay attention. But now, some of these rappers are spiraling, others vanished, and a few, baby, they're thriving. Let's get into the chaos, the comebacks, and the cringe-worthy flops from Kendrick's GNX features. Starting with a downfall so dramatic, I had to check if it was scripted. Whew, let's talk about
Kendrick Lamar, for those who don't remember, dropped the album GNX.
Mm-hmm.
On that album, he had a bunch of West Coast rappers. A lot of them were unheard of to us, especially from the East Coast. The world basically gained an introduction to a lot of these rappers. One of them was Dodie Six.
Dodie Six. This man had one of the coldest verses on Hey Now and became a breakout name. It was the classic underdog moment. 7 years in prison, finally free, and Kendrick hands you a golden ticket. But y'all, he went from GNX to Instagram Live crying about being homeless.
Cause I ain't got no destination, bro. On SC. I lost my house. I'm homeless. I'm crip, I admit that shit. I fell down. I'm gonna bounce back up though. Watch this. It's all good, cuz. And these rap, I can't wait till these rap start saying shit in their songs. I'm like, damn, homies, I'm gonna beat their ass on the beat, and I'm gonna kill them in real life.
I don't got no destination, bro. I'm SC. I lost my house. Dodie literally turned on Dot, blamed him for his life falling apart, and even started threatening rappers. Like, Kendrick gave you a Billboard credit. You got a plaque. You were treated like family. And now it's Dot's fault you're sleeping in your car? Girl, be for real. Even Academics, aka Drizzy's #1 fangirl, had to say,
What y'all LA thought this was, man? I keep telling y'all, with all due respect, Kendrick, y'all call him the boogeyman, but he's not Santa Claus, all right? He can't give you stimulus packages. Nobody cares about y'all if y'all collaborate with Kendrick. Now, I'm not gonna blame Kendrick for you being homeless. You're a grown-ass man, so I'm not gonna give no blame to Kendrick. But I wanna remind you, West Coast, again, Kendrick wave is only for Kendrick. Kendrick fans ain't gonna listen to you, support you, none of that.
Kendrick ain't Santa Claus. He gave y'all the chance. You dropped the ball. And the plot twist? Dodie later apologized, called Kendrick a blessing, and tried to double back. But the damage was done.
I'm not going to no hospital, nigga. Out of here. They said my that's my forehead, bro. That's crazy, bro. No, I don't want to go to no hospital, bro. I'm good.
He got into a car crash, went live right after, lost teeth in a street fight, and kept beefing with rival gang members in traffic. This wasn't a fall from grace. This was a nosedive, and it's heartbreaking because the talent was real. But the streets kept calling, and unfortunately, Dodie answered, now let's cleanse the timeline with someone who understood the assignment, a Z Chaike. Before GNX, he was already bubbling in LA's underground. But when Kendrick called, through Schoolboy Q no less, Chaike snapped. He bodied Peekaboo, had his verse played during Kendrick's Super Bowl set, and even joined him on stage at SoFi. And then Warner Records came knocking. Sis did what needed to be done. No scandals, no excuses, just work. And even when Joey Badass came for the West, Chike didn't spiral. He stood on business, dropped a diss track, and kept it classy. Let this be a lesson. When Kendrick gives you a mic, don't treat it like a toy. Treat it like a launch pad. Chaike got the memo. You knew this was coming. Lefty Gunplay didn't even rap a verse. He gave us 4 words. Scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy. That's it. That's the feature. And somehow, it went viral. The memes? Endless. The sound bites? Legendary. But y'all, the drama that followed? Lefty got arrested in El Paso, banned from Shoreline Mafia's tour for being too wild, and even banned from Kendrick's GNX stage in LA. Whack 100 dragged him, claiming he didn't really have a verse.
Well, on the GNX album, Lefty Gunplay shows up on TV Off. And I interviewed Lefty.
He shows up on where?
TV Off.
You're lying. Lefty's not on no verse.
He's at the end.
That's cap. Lefty's not on no verse.
The internet questioned his ethnicity, his tour slot snatched, his vibe unhinged. But then, plot twist.
Lefty Gunplay signed a $5 million deal, man.
Fire!
13 songs with Mike and Keys, man, and Jason Martin, man.
Damn, congrats.
He signed a $5 million deal, linked with legends like Jason Martin, and kept dropping tracks. Say what you want, Lefty made a career off of 4 words. That's either clown behavior or marketing genius. Either way, the man's in his bag.
And you don't truly always need the industry.
Motherfuckers took me on my tour too. Big, that shit fucked me up, bro.
No.
I was on the Shoreline Mafia tour, bro. On the hood. I don't know who took me off that tour. I apologize, bro, for whatever way I disrespected you, bro. Y'all replaced me with Peso, Bravo. They're my brothers, man. They give you, but how you gonna have Shoreline, OGZ, Phoenix, Santa Fe Clan, Bravo, Peso, but no Lefty Gunplay?
Now this glow up. I'm emotional. Wally the Sensei was literally homeless growing up. Couch hopping, carrying duffel bags on buses, taking care of a sick brother. Fast forward, and he's featured on Dodger Blue, performing at Coachella, and rumored to be signing with Cactus Jack. From no bed to a BET red carpet, this is how you honor the opportunity. Kendrick gave him a moment, and Wally turned it into momentum. No scandals, no Twitter beefs, just real story, real hunger, and real results. This right here, proof that dreams don't expire. Just keep going. And last but not least, let's talk about a name we all know, Roddy Ricch. He didn't need Kendrick to get famous, but after a few flop singles and delays with his Navy album, people were questioning the magic. Then came Dodger Blue, and Roddy snapped. He even canceled Paris Fashion Week to be there for Kendrick. Said it straight up, "This is bigger than us. I couldn't miss this." And that's the energy we love. Roddy reminded everyone why he was the hottest new voice in rap not too long ago. And now, he's back in the convo. Kendrick does not hand out features lightly. If Doc calls you, you better pick up. And Roddy picked up and delivered. So what's the verdict, y'all? A Kendrick Lamar feature can be a career maker, but it's not a cheat code. If you're not ready, it'll expose you real quick. Some of these artists flipped the bag, some dropped it, and some are still figuring it out. But one thing's for sure, Kendrick's train is still moving. And if you can't keep up, you're gonna get left behind. Let me know who you think fumbled, who you're still rooting for, and who surprised you the most. Drop a comment, hit that like, and subscribe for more tea, because you know I've got the next expose ready. Bye!